Hello people! Welcome back. So today we're going to be testing out some new, well, it's been a couple of months, but they're more or less new Maybelline products. So what I've tried to do is I've done my eyes already. I have a very dramatic kind of a look. But the rest of the products I'm going to be trying out are basically face products, which I recently purchased, and it's, except for maybe one of them, they're mostly, it's like a first impressions for me. One of them is the Master Chrome Highlight, which is the metallic highlighter in the color Molten Gold. And then the Dream Cushion Foundation, which has been going around the internet quite a bit. Also the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is not new, but it's new for me. I haven't tried it. Then this Vivid Hot Lacquer line by Maybelline. So other than that, I'm going to try to use as much of Maybelline products that I have, which mostly includes the concealer, and then I already have the Maybelline Falsies VolumExpress mascara on. I have the waterproof version and the non-waterproof version. This is without waterproof, and I already have it on, and I've used this and I love it because of this wand. I like how it's kind of curved, so it really helps you push up your eyelashes. So I already have some concealer, not concealer, but a concealer corrector on, which is this NYX one. And before we go into the concealer, I want to start with the Dream Cushion Foundation. So this is how it comes. It comes with a little sponge. If you've seen my Target haul, I'm not going to be using this sponge. These sponges are pretty useless. But the inside is like this. It's like a cushion. And let's see how that wears. Obviously, you can't really use a brush with this. Maybe you could. I don't know. I don't want to take that chance. So I'm just going to push the sponge into the cushion and then see how this goes on. So far it's applying pretty well, and it has a lot of coverage. I am pretty surprised about how much coverage this actually has. I don't know if you can see. So you see how this side has that redness and a little bit of splotchiness. Of course, I haven't really done my concealer, so you can still see that up there. But it's really covered my spots very well. I really like the finish. It looks very seamless. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like a mask. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to my forehead and the other side. I have tanned a bit, so maybe the color might be a little off. But for the most part, it's fine. I'm going to also work it into the ear. You know how I'm applying with this side, so if it feels like it's too much, I can always go in with the other side and blend it out so it's not as thick. Although, to be quite honest, it doesn't feel thick at all. I don't know if you've seen my other videos where I don't enjoy thick foundation. I don't really even look for very heavy coverage. For me, medium to light coverage is fine. And that's only because I don't like the feeling of having a thick mask of foundation on. And this honestly does not feel like that. This is a pleasant surprise. But maybe I shouldn't really be surprised, because one of my favorite foundations is the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline. You know, they seem to be knowing what they're doing really well. So you see, and if you do want like these spots right here, I can always go over and build up on it as well. It's very easily buildable. I don't know if you just saw, like, just with one layer, it was pretty good. Because for me with foundation, I'm just looking for evening out my pigmentation, just the discoloration there is on my face. I'm also going to go over my lips just so that, because the color is nude, the lacquer color, so maybe I can just sort of neutralize the color of my lips. So that was good. I enjoyed that. I am going to go over it with the powder. It's got this shine going on here. But before I do that, I want to apply my concealer. And for my concealer, I'm going to do a combination of, again, Maybelline products and two of my favorite concealers, which is the Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the color medium, and then the Fit Me one, which is in the shade 20. I'm not going to blend that in, I'm just going to add this as well, because this is the brighter of the two. And in fact, just to add to the review, I'm going to add the Master Conceal as well. This is a new bottle or tube, but it's my second one. I've used this before. I'm just going to put that at the back. I'm going to put that on the back of my hand. Take my sponge again. I think the greatest thing about the Maybelline concealers is the consistency. They are super easy to blend out, so they're not overly thick, but they're not too thin, so they're not dripping down your face. So I really do enjoy that. They make it really easy, and they blend out flawlessly, so it doesn't show any demarcation lines and stuff either. Okay, so now it's time to try the Fit Me powder. I know they've come out with a loose powder now, but at the time that I was getting this, I don't think I knew that. Doesn't matter. This will work just as well. I want to set my concealer first, so I'm just going to take this Zoeva Face Curve brush. So as a first basic touch test, it feels quite soft and it's blending in with my finger. So let's see how it works with a brush. So in a powder, a setting powder, a face powder, what I'm looking for is that it doesn't look cakey once it's on your face. So I'm using this to set my concealer and the foundation, and it seems to be doing a pretty decent job. It doesn't feel cakey. And that shine is kind of going away too. So I'm going to also follow up with a fluffier brush for the rest of my face. And I'm not going to overdo it. I just took it once on the brush and blend that out. I don't have a Maybelline bronzer or blush, so I'm going to be using this e.l.f. one that I just got recently instead. And this is an Aqua Infused one, so it's got kind of like almost a wet kind of texture when you touch it. And just on top of that, I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer, just because it's a little cooler on my face. And it'll give me a very nice chiseled kind of look. And I'm going to use the blush in this as well. The only thing about this blush and bronzer is that I feel like because of this, I don't know if you can see, it's like this, you see how it's making these prints with your finger? So it's got like this creamy, watery kind of texture, so it's slightly hard to apply with a brush, and it's kind of hard to blend out. I think I put too much on one side. But no fear, I'll just go over with my powder. I want to contour my nose a bit. Alright, I think that works. So we're done with that. And finally, the part I've been waiting for with much excitement, I'm going to try the highlighter now. This is literally one thing that I have not tried on at all. Like, the tape is still stuck on it. I just scratched through it. So we'll take this brush, which I like to use for highlight, and go in there. So, I don't know about this light, but I think it does look pretty metallic. It's pretty intense. I mean, for my standards. I think, come on. That's really such an unflattering angle, but you can see that, you see? So far, I have to say, I mean, I don't have any affiliation with Maybelline or whatever at all, but I'm very satisfied with all of the things that I have tried so far. The last thing is going to be that lacquer, but before I do that, I want to set my face and see how it stays. I like to air it out before I open my eyes because I don't want it in my eyes. So now I'm just going to take this and kind of blend it all together. Doing this basically helps it set better. I am going to contour around my lips as well, just on the bottom. For lip liner, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty lip contour in Trophy Wife. It is more pink, but it's okay. I think just for a little, just to test it out a little more, I'm going to add this highlight on the inner corners and right here in the middle. And I went ahead and put on this Velvet Beige 630 by Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks, I guess. And before I was cut off, I was trying to put this on. So here goes. It's definitely very full coverage. It's like a full coverage gloss. Smells kind of like a chemically vanilla, but definitely has a lot of high gloss, high intensity gloss. I think overall I am very pleased with all the things that I tried, and just going to go over this. So yes, is it worth it? Are these worth it? The 4 items that I tried out for the first time. I definitely think 2 thumbs up. I think they're worth it. They have performed really well, perhaps beyond my expectations, so I guess it's always a good idea to keep your expectations low. This is an excellent, I think, full coverage foundation, and it's so easy to apply, so easy to blend. I totally recommend this. I really like this highlighter. I think it's very pretty. It's very buildable, and I mean, it looks nice. It's not super extreme, which works really well for me because I like it like this, and I think the best part about it is that it's not chunky at all, and it's got this great shimmer going on, so I'm really happy with that. The Fit Me powder, just like the concealer and the foundation, was great. And then this Vivid Lacquer lipstick, the color I have is Unreal, and it's a beautiful nude lipstick. I really like it, or nude gloss, or a glossy lipstick. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. I really like it. I recommend these products. They're tried and tested, and I think they're doing really well. I've had them on for a couple of hours now, and I think it's doing pretty well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye. So it really helps you push up your brows.